So the big picture for this lesson is quadratic functions. Quadratic function has the parent function like this. It's called a quadratic because the greatest power is 2. So f of x equals x squared is the parent function. Let's take a look at it and see if we can make a graph. Okay, so put a negative 2 in there. Negative 2 squared is like this, which is negative 2 times negative 2, which is 4. So you need a 4 here. And then negative 1 squared, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 0 squared, 0 times 0 is 0. 1 squared, 1 times 1 is 1. 2 squared, 2 times 2 is 4. And 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9. And the pattern continues. So let's look at what the graph looks like. Start at 0, 0, then 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, and then 9. Negative 1, 1, negative 2, 4, and also negative 3 would be 9 here. Something like that. Okay, that shape is called a parabola. And a parabola always has this type of pattern when you're doing the graph. Perfect squares pattern. So from the vertex, 1, 4, 9. In other words, you go over 1 and then up 1. And then back to the vertex, over 2, up 4. Over 3, up 9. You're squaring how far you're moving from the vertex each time. And so that's a really handy way to graph parabolas. Find the vertex and then apply the pattern. The only difference is sometimes you may have a number in front of the x squared and that'll change how far up you're going. So you may stretch or shrink accordingly. But that's the basic pattern for graphing a parabola. Other thing from this lesson is evaluating quadratic functions. So let's say I have x squared minus 3x plus 4 as my quadratic function, and I want to find f of negative 2. So input the negative 2 with parentheses to make sure there are no errors with negative signs. So I substitute in for x with a negative 2. And now, just need to simplify. Negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. Negative 3 times negative 2 is plus 6. And then a plus 4 on the end there. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 4 is 14. So f of negative 2 equals 14 for this function. So what about the domain and range for this function f of x equals x squared? The domain is x is an element of the real number set because it goes forever to the left and to the right. The range, y is an element of the real number set such that y is greater than or equal to 0. So in step builder notation, this is saying 0 and all positive values because it never goes below the x-axis. And that's the big picture for this lesson.